So in the last video, we learned how to set up PHP My Admin and basically LAMP on our droplet. Now we'll learn how to upload our file, also of our website onto the server. So now I have this fresh folder where I can simply create a new file, or rather I can create a new file right on the server. Now I'm using SSH keys, so the process that I use to connect will be slightly different when compared to yours, but it's going to be straightforward for the most part. All you need to do is copy the IP address and paste it in, then use the username root. Now if you had normally used some password for your SSH, you could enter the password in here, although there's no point in using the password over here since I've set up SSH keys and I'll use port 22. This is very important, you have to use port 22. And anyways, now in order to load the SSH key, you can just click edit and go into settings, then go into SFTP and add key file. I'll go to my desktop and I'll add the private key from private key.ppk right from there, and I'll click OK. Now when I click quick connect, it will I'll let it trust the host. Actually, there we go. So it just connected to my server. Now we just need to go to var www, and in here we'll have an HTML directory where you can then go and paste in your files. So let's say this was an example file that I could just create. I'll just say create a new file. I'll call it index.php. Oh, okay, minor spelling mistake there. Rename index.php, and I will open it by saying view/edit, and it will open up in my default text editor. Sometimes it might be Notepad for you, while for me it is Notepad++. So I'll just create a basic PHP info function over here, and it will upload that. Now if I go back to my my server, I'll just copy that and paste that in. I can right there I can just sort of get all of the information that I get from PHP. Now after this, we'll configure our domain name to point to the droplet. So yeah, so if you wish to do that, all you need to do is go into DNS, type in the domain name that you own. For example, or here I'll say you don't really need to own this, but I'll just enter a random domain name, say okay, I'll say DigitalOcean Videos. Even though I don't really own that domain name, I'll just enter it. I'm just showing you how you don't really need to own the domain name at first, although you can't really do anything if you don't own the domain name. But yeah, you just enter in tutorial, it'll load in your IP address, and you click on create domain. Occasionally it will take some time, so you might want to wait. Alright then, so once that is done, you will have your DigitalOcean your sort of domain name, and after that you can pretty much do whatever you want to, although you'll have to go into your domain registrar and change the name servers to these name servers so that you can actually use them, actually point your domain to your sort of web address. And yeah, so that's all for today. Don't forget to rate, comment and subscribe.